Hey friends, welcome back to Nearly Same Games. I'm Neil, and we're going to do another sealed pool practice video. Let's start by cracking these as I practice for my ProQuest entry in Vegas. All right. Convulsions from the bellows of hell. Can't go wrong with that, right? That's fine. Phantasmify, Seeping Shadows. It's always my favorite part. It's just cracking packs. Unhallowed Rites, Invigorating Light, and Valiant Thrust. I do like Valiant Thrust. Minuism, Dimensional Gateway, and Vexing Malice. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Seek Enlightenment, another Valiant Thrust, and a Shadow of Blasphemant. All right. Herald of Tenacity, Dreamweavers, Seeping Shadows, and Dimensional Gateway. All right, let me take a moment to sort these all out, and we'll see where we stand with everything. All right, we're sorted up, and let's take a look at what we've got. Let's take a look at Bolton first. We have a decent set of charge cards here, although a lot of them are just blue. I like Valiant Thrust, but I don't think that this is... All right, this pool is highly dependent on the other things. This is okay. I would like to see more reds in here, but I just don't think Bolton is going to make it this time. Got a lot of chain cards this time, and I mean, some of the things I like, the arcane damage, most people, that's just going to be free damage, and we've got a good amount of that here, but just the regular attacks are just not going to be, again, chain is kind of an engine, and if you're not making the engine run, you're not getting there. Now, Prism. Prism's close. Like, there's a good Prism deck here, definitely. Let's take a look at all these heralds, and we've got one Enigma Chimera, Herald of Ravages, a couple of those, Wartune Heralds, Herald of Tenacities. There's a lot of damage here, and I think this would definitely be a good deck. But to counter that, I want to take a look at Levia, and I want to take a look at the 6 power cards that we have. And the reason that I would rather have Levia, nice 8 power, some of these are conditional, but, and we also have some generic 6 power attacks. Considering the amount of 6 power attacks we have, I really would rather go with a Levia deck, because that can be a Prism killer, and I expect Prism to usually be one of the top decks. If you don't have the 6 power defense, then you're not getting anywhere. You're going to have a lot of hard attacks to deal with, and so Prism is going to be usually a pretty easy pick. But when we have this much 6 power attacks, we're just going to crush Prism. Prism's not going to be able to manage that. It's going to be 1 Herald a turn. We pop it, then we roll back on our turn, and Prism is defending. And that's where we want her. And I think that this is going to be a very strong deck, just for its own attacks. But on top of that, any deck is going to have a hard time dealing with this much damage each turn. So we're going to try to put this together and see what we can do with a Levia deck. Hopefully we won't get ourselves into too much trouble with too much blood debt, but I think that's going to be a risk that we should take, considering how much power we have here. So let's see what that's going to look like. All right, I think we have our list. I'm pretty happy with it. We have a few oddities in here, the belittle, memorial ground, minnowisms. Basically, we just threw some extra in there to have some blue pitch. Want to make sure that we can cast our threes if those are appropriate. Yeah, just see what we have. Not real excited about some of these without defense, but we're going to take some hits and we're going to put out some damage. And let's sleeve it up and see where it goes. All right, here we go with Levia. Let's see what we can do. We need to keep the meat axe in mind to see if we can make that work. Ooh, Zealous Belting, I do like that. Can't play Boneyard Marauder. If I'm going first, I think I want to try to hold on to my Zealous Belting for another turn. I think we can make that work, and then if we could follow that up with the Lunar Tide Plunder, that would be good. We can't play Boneyard Marauder, so that's going to be a late game thing if we can use that at all. So I'm going to pitch that, and we're just going to start with a pound for pound. And we'll arsenal our Zealous Belting. This is a pretty weak start with 4 damage, but I think that's where we're at right now. And assuming we're going first, they're going to block out anyway. Oh man, here's some action, and we have a yellow pitch. Yeah. So this is totally going to be a big setup turn. We're going to pitch this yellow Lunar Tide Plunderer to give us the Zealous Belting with Go Again. And then we're going to pitch our Stony Wooten Hog and our Pound for a Pound to swing Lunar Tide Plunderer. Man, that's that. I'll swing for 12. 12 unlimited. That is nice. Just a gentleman's 12. And look at this action. Keep coming along here. Minnowism, that's not a real card for us. But Smash with Big Tree certainly is. We don't have a good way to get Go Again here. So we're going to pitch Minnowism and Smash with Big Tree for 7. There's a chance we could play Stony Wooten Hog, so I guess that's going to go into Arsenal. And 7 attack all day long is what Prism gets by with, so we're okay with that. All right. Man, Dreadwood Rumbler. That's a sexy beast. That is a sexy beast. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So, casual 8. We draw a card, and then we discard a random card. Got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll discard that card with 6 power. And we can banish a card from graveyard. I don't want to. There's a possibility we could get something. Yeah, there's nothing here that really is going to give us an advantage. So just an 8 coming at you. It seems okay. I'll be happy with if we get 7s and 8s every turn. That's difficult to deal with. Spew Shadow isn't going to get us anywhere. Boneyard Marauder looks like probably the way to go. Or we could drop this Stony Wooten Hog that's you know what? Let's get this Unworldly Bellow going. We've got a few cards with Blood Debt, but we're gonna really pump up the damage here. So we'll do an Unworldly Bellow. So we don't have that many cards, but we do have 3 cards. We'll just shuffle. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. We do have the Spew Shadow, so if we need to get something out of there, we can do that. Look at that. 0 Blood Debt. So next card's coming across with +4, and we still have 2 resources floating. So we're going to drop this Boneyard Marauder, which unfortunately will make us exile these 3 cards, which gives us 2 Blood Debt. But I think we're going to take it. These are both more than 6 attacks, so that's going to be okay. So swing in for 10. We don't take Blood Debt this turn because those are more than 6 power. And let's draw back up. So what I would like to do and get a card with 2 or less from my graveyard, or from my Banish Zone, but I need 3 cards in order to play Dread Screamer. So that's not going to work. And now we're in kind of an icky hand that we can't play any of these, really. We could play our Rally the Rearguard, or we could play our Stony Wooten Hog. I think the Stony Wooten Hog has a little bit better value. Frontline Scout is just for pitching, so let's send that across for 6. I think we're still going to try to use our Spew Shadow. We have 1 Blood Debt card in our graveyard. So I think that'll be okay. So Stony Wooten Hog for 6. We're going to arsenal our Spew Shadow. I think we're probably going to try to use that. We'll take 2 damage from Blood Debt. That's not great. So I think we're going to... We could try Rally the Rearguard, and that'll get us more cards in our graveyard. So when we do pull out this Dread Screamer, we can potentially not get more Blood Debt. Zealous Belting. Can we use you? We could. I don't think that would give us a real good rally turn afterwards. We could pitch Graveling Growl, then Unworldly Bellow. Yeah, that would work, because that's 4. So if we pitch Graveling Growl first, we get 1 resource, and then we pitch Unworldly Bellow to get the other 3, and we use 2 for Zealous Belting. We have a card with Power Greater, and so then we can use our other 2 to play Rally the Rearguard. So we got 9 coming across, and we're taking 2. We put 2 more cards without Blood Debt into our graveyard, so that gives us a chance to do anything. Target attack action card, we don't have any of those. It is just a pitch card, and this is going to hurt us a little bit later. Convulsions might be good, but not right now. These gotta go at the bottom. So we've got 5 cards in Banish, or in our graveyard, and only one of them has Blood Debt. So I think I would like to pitch for 3. We're going to Spew Shadow, and we're going to use this Dread Screamer. We need to pitch another 1. I'm pitch this Overload. We'll have 1 floating. No, let's pitch this Rally the Rearguard. Have 2 floating. If this happens correctly, then we can potentially get a Meat Axe hit in here as well. So this is going to come across, let's see here, 1 through 5, 1 through 4, 2, 1, 2, and that's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, well, we did not get our Blood Debt card, so we have 1 less Blood Debt card, but we did get a Power 6 or greater, so this will have Go Again, and it will turn off our Blood Debt for this round. So 6 with Go Again, 7, 8. Well, if it attacks a light here. So let's just say 6. We have 2 left, and we're going to roll out our Meat Axe. We have these 2 in hand. So we draw a card. Discard a card. It's going to be this. That's sad, but that doesn't give us +2. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 attack. No Blood Debt this turn. Pretty okay. And draw 2 more. I probably should have put one of these in Arsenal. All right. Dreadwood Rumbler's not bad. Do I want to... Don't really want to shuffle a card with Blood Debt into my deck. What do we have for Blood Debt? We've got 2 cards with Blood Debt in my graveyard. I don't think I want to increase that right now. So I think Deadwood Rumbler is going to be our attack. We draw a card and discard a random card. And a card with 6 or more power is discarded this way. Banish a card from the graveyard. It is not, but 6 coming at you, and we take 1 Blood Debt. This 1 Blood Debt's going to really add up, I think, and we might be sorry for that. Yeah, I think we're gonna... Let's go for some big attack. Belittle, you're already gone. get out of here. Our deck is small, so we're running out of time. I'm going to pitch those two. No. I want the Lunar Tide Plunderer. Pitch Shadow. Play Unworldly Bellow. I need to banish 3 cards. 3 random cards. 3, 6, 7. I'm just gonna shuffle and draw. It's gonna be this one. That one. Cool. All right. 2 cards with Blood Debt. One of them a 6 power, so it turns it off for us this turn. And we pitch a yellow card, play a Lunar Tide Plunderer, coming across for 10. So, not too bad. Had some pretty good hits there. I guess we can take one more hand. We're losing 3 life, or we got 3 Blood Debt waiting for us, and there is nothing here that's going to let us deal with that. So this Blood Debt may kill us for not bringing enough heat, and I'm not sure that we are. Pound for pound, that's probably going to be our hit. Swinging 6. Not arsenaling anything. Yeah, 6 to 10 power attacks. I think that's going to be build up. It's going to build up, and when you're at 20 life, that's going to make a difference. It'll definitely put people into some blocking moods, and Prism, it's only going to be taking 2 cards. They're going to be swinging back with 2 cards. We've had some cards to block with. I think it'd be okay, especially for those big turns if we can get those. Yeah, not too bad. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.